here's your host, Ron.
Hello and welcome to Radio Dayz the Podcast. Of course, you can hear this podcast on Buzzsprout and all the major podcast platforms. And you can also watch this podcast via YouTube and at ronrobinsonstudios.com. FYI, I have some amazing guests coming up for you in the weeks and months ahead who will tell their story and discuss their careers in and around radio. So don't forget to make Radio Dayz the Podcast a place where you come back to every week. Another specialty show for you today, and I really think you're going to like the content you're about to consume because to me, the audio airchecks that aired on terrestrial radio from times long past are true time capsules, in my opinion, are true time capsules that showcase how people lived and, more importantly, what they cared about. So with that in mind, on today's episode, which is brought to you by Team 71 Mortgage Group and Radio Dayz the Movie, we're going to take a listen to the top 10 radio airchecks that I discovered while producing Radio Dayz the Docuseries. You know, the ones I selected are my personal favorite. And if you ask me next week, I'll probably select a different 10. But yeah, so today we're going to take a look at the top 10 air checks from the radio that I've scanned through while doing this docuseries. And to help me scan through these top 10, I went big. I asked one of the biggest legends in Detroit rock radio. He said yes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the casual one, Mr. Ken Calvert. Ken, how are you, sir?
Ron, it's a pleasure to be here, and pardon your Freudian slip moments ago when you said a lightheaded look at, that's a reference to yours truly, the lightheaded one, ladies and gentlemen.